Hello, and welcome back to this Trails of Cold Steel 4 Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we did a whole bunch of side quests. We did a little bonding with Emma and discovered the use of forbidden magic to try and save her. But, with all that being said and done, Steve's back here. Oh, Reen, I won't try anything without talking to you first. There we go. So, we went and did that. We also went and did various things around the whole area. I've forgotten what the other missions were, but we went and did a bunch.
This is nice.
But today we start what is likely to be the meeting of three rather major powers in us. The assembly of all the Trails characters. So, let's head to the destination. Destination meeting point is a buffer of airspace between the borders of Erebonia, Calvin, and Liberal. Ready charted our course. Should we depart and rendezvous with the Pentacle? We're gonna go ahead and depart. Let's get everyone together, as this should be a rather big thing. Once Class 7 and the rest of the queue had finished up their remaining affairs, the Merkba then began to make its way towards the designated meeting point at the points at which Liberal, Calvin, and Erebonia meet. 12:30 p.m. Here we go. Now, are we just going to see the people that we've seen, or are we going to see anyone else? Neutral airspace over the Erebonian Liberal Calvin border. Here comes the Pantagruel.
Merkba number 8, this is the Pentacle speaking. Your ship is now permitted to dock. Please follow the beacon.
Understood. Initiating automated boarding. We really are the three-way border. Filming just barely. We're not an intervention, so should spend the entire surrounding area, supposedly. He's obviously Liberian. This is we've got two Liberians, one Erebonian, one from fucking everywhere, and one Remtherian. Not much chance of an interference when you're straddling three entire countries, huh?
Yes, plus the invasion right into the Republic makes for a pretty effective blind spot. We did really have to go all the way here just to find out what Millie Mirage is about.
They're here.
And to the front runners.
Another Merkba, Pantagruel landing craft. Does that mean we're going to see Wazzy? Wazzy doesn't have... Wazzy would have a Merkba, of course. A certain country's latest model of gunship, the S-10 Type A vehicle. Scout ships from Pentacle, not from the northeast and south. Northeast and south. Could it be? Makes the origins clear, geographically speaking. That makes them Liberian. That case, the ship must be coming from the east, must be. A new state-of-the-art military gunship from the Republic, courtesy of the Verne Company. With higher carrying capacity and expanded cruising range. So many people from so many different regions gathered for one purpose. You say, does that mean all of these people are?
Indeed, important figures from each one of our neighboring countries. The Kingdom of Liberal, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard. And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
Okay, this is going to be a proper proper trails assemble. I'm not even a Marvel person, so I don't know if I'm using it right. But it's what it kind of feels like. The Magma is in. Oh, the Bobcat is here too. The frontal hold. Been about a month, hasn't it? This is where you escaped from, right, Ash? She was huge. Oh, it's the Bobcat, too. Just like Gisette said.
So, you showed up after all.
Ah. Brigadier General Bartis, you look well.
As do you, Schwarzer. Despite everything General Le Guin and Miss Clotilda tell me you've been through. Your Highness, Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Brigadier General. We appreciate it. Who'd have thought we'd be meeting here on the Pentacle at a time like this?
Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council.
Where even is Angelica? In the right at the back.
What happens here today could very well change the course of history.
Well, change the course of history. Quite the assemblage, then.
Indeed. It is, in fact, some of our guests have already arrived. Those many of them are simply here to observe.
Follow me, everyone.
But that scares me. From a certain point. But we're getting people from Remtheria as well. Okay. The guest area of the Pentacle. We have been here before, of course.
Incredible doesn't even begin to describe this place. Haven't you and Instructor Reen been here before, Ellie? Bit of a long story, but I shall not reveal details of his misconduct during that occasion.
That was the weird sleeping thing.
Reen? What did you do, Reen?
It was a misunderstanding.
I'm not entirely convinced. Sure he didn't have impure intentions.
That's the whole problem. His heart is too pure. As I've told you before, Reen, nobody likes a goody two-shoes. Got that right. Can you guys just not?
We've known for a while of your unsociable ways. We've already accepted the fact you're completely clueless about people's feelings, Reen. Reen's got all the luck, though. Or bad luck, I'd say. This brings back memories. Reen carried me in his arms once.
Oh, I forgot about that. Man, there was a lot going on that day.
I doubt anyone there that day had expected that sort of daring escape from you. It must have been so cool.
Reen, you hound.
You really can't judge a book by its cover.
Guys like you and Lloyd are really something else. Listen charmed to the rest of us, will ya? Instructor Sarah Tower, requesting permission to burst into tears.
Permission denied. This just means everyone likes you, Reen.
You're a lucky man, Reen.
Wow! Well, looks like the party's already started.
Kinda feels like this meeting was a long time coming, huh?
Certainly does. Here we go.
Well, I'll be. Took you guys long enough.
We have the twos.
Long time no see, Tita.
Have you grown a few, Reach? Or am I imagining things?
Estelle... Joshua... and...
Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise?
Mm-hmm.
Ren! Oh, you guys... You have no idea how happy I am to see you!
Cute.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
Nope. So there's actually an Erebonian, two Liberians, and a Crossbellian there.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt.
And of course these two must know them as well.
We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah! You're here too!
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Let me introduce you to Fee. Sup?
Fee? Like, the Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
Okay, infamous.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh yeah? Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Speaking of Shara, we still don't know where she is, do we?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's only been about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left
Gonna be
Heimdall
around.
altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah. I've got all the other Ereboni embracers looking out for her too.
Tio!
And here we go, Crossbell.
Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Also, side note, I love Robbie Draymond so much.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two.
Ellie, I can't breathe.
The mum of the
Oh,
group.
Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know.
Oh, you don't say. That's cool. But also, I could really use some air.
Hoo-wee! The dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Oh Lord, Randy.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
Now hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not a... crap. Forget I said anything, alright?
He's coming.
Shame on you, Randy. There are children here.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you. Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission.
It certainly was.
As
but-
someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for.
That's right. You carry on the spirit of Crossbell in a way all your own.
Indeed she does.
I think we're all aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna. Every one of us.
Thank you.
It's like the biggest gratification ever.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
Friends.
Ellie, you look amazing! It's been too long. I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Oh, that's right. Elisa and Ellie met up about 3 months ago, huh?
They're friends.
Yep. Elisa's the granddaughter of the Reinford Company's founder, not to mention a Thor's alumnus.
Thank you, Elisa. Though, I don't think I look even half as good as you. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, thanks.
And Of course, everyone stares to look
I
at
suppose I'd
Reen.
better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Reen Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class VII. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Ellie?
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters and Ren, even Olivier and Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yep. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch.
Nice.
It's good to meet you, Reen. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Got it. I think I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, I think they're both meant to be like, what, 20-ish now?
Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
A moment.
As are we.
Oh.
And then this is the other big storyline, obviously.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half.
Indeed
I really
it
owe
has.
you for your help during Operation Birdcage.
From the window.
I'm sure I'll get the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Reen, we fight on the same side. As equals.
He
Instructor Reen?
probably quite upset about himself.
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Reen.
The killing, the starting of it all.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, but Crossbell too. It's the same with North Ambria and Jirai as well. Even this awful war with Calvard. I have no idea how I can even begin to apologize.
No, Reen. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You want to know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair. A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come.
The big old beacon.
I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Reen. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world itself. Together.
Lloyd.
This guy, I swear.
It's what they share.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that?
You can't.
I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim, and it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
Damn straight.
You got it.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
Interesting. In she comes.
Principal Le Guin.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
She's very strong.
That's an understatement. She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Bracers of Liberl, Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you. I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course, but time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
Are we going to meet any of them? Okay.
I knew it.
We have kind of met these people
if it
before.
isn't the Special Support Section, I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
A pleasure to see you again, Your Lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to.
Certainly did.
Though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare.
This guy's voice is good.
Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert. I can only imagine the pain this must put you through. You have my deepest sympathies.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, Your Lordship. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here.
Are we going to get an introduction?
Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, Your Lordship. It's an honor to receive you.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here.
This guy we've also met before.
Correct me if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Elphin, Lady Mildine, I don't believe I've ever formally had the pleasure. Though I suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other. I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Ah, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Meal Mirage.
This guy's name's Rocksmith or something along those lines.
It's an honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you, of all people, have been particularly busy of late, President Rocksmith.
What?
No way!
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I didn't realize we had neglected to make our introductions.
Indeed.
In that case, allow me to go first.
Ruler of the Principality of Remtheria, Albert von Bartholomeus.
I am Albert von Bartholomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Remtheria. It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thor's Military Academy.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvert. I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
I mean, both within, and we can see the blonde lady in the back, and so we can kind of see where each of them have come from.
Indeed. And in person, no less. What's the President of Calvert doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machius Regnitz. Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fee Clausel, correct?
He knows a lot.
Let me guess. She told you.
As I suspected, you work for Calvert's Central Intelligence Department.
Okay, what's her name? Kayla. Second Lieutenant. And Secretary to the Prince, Lucy Silent.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules. Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm Lucy Sayland, Private Secretary to the Grand Prince. For those of you we met before, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Indeed.
Now I understand. You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvert are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing.
Liberal.
It would seem they've arrived.
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberal has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
Claudia.
It's the Princess of Liberal. And beside her...
Is Cassius
Man.
Bright.
Today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us.
Claudia! I did not see her coming. Okay, cool. Claudia von Elise. I especially didn't see this dude. Commander of the Royal Army of Liberal, Lieutenant General Cassius Bright. A divine blade,
My name is
nevertheless.
Claudia von Auslies. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberal. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberal. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Wow, we were. So does Reem get a sit at this table as well? Okay. It's like a summit for an informal meeting of concerned parties. But Eustace and Angelica must have known this was coming, right? Yes, Muesli planned to include representatives from powers outside of Erebonia right from the beginning. But we had no idea exactly who she invited or who would be in attendance. Turns out Operation Millie Mirage has influential backers. Lieutenant General of Liberal is among them. Cassius Bright. Tactical genius who stopped the Empire's invasion during the 100 Days War. After the war, he left the army and worked a while as a bracer. He and my father were good friends. I think I remember something about him involving him around 4 years ago. There were multiple Erebonian branches of the Guild of Blimber. When I normally started in Liberal, he rejoined the army. And now he's having a friendly chit-chat with the president of Calvert. His country is about to be invaded by Erebonia. Muse is an excellent matchmaker. She even reached out to Remiferia. Wow. Remiferia is in a similar of a situation to Liberal right now. The Empire's pressuring word for them to allow an army to sink passage through. If they're particularly willing to do so they fear retaliation should they decline. Refusal should be constructed as siding with Calvert. Small nations can't afford to be assertive against the overwhelming power of belligerent Erebonia. Yeah, that'll probably be the main topic of discussion today, I think. While these nations can openly oppose the Empire, we, along with the Bracers and the Special Support Section, more than free to take action. It's a good opportunity to speak with the others. Not just Liberal and Crossbell, but Remiferia and Calvert too. There's no better time for us to exchange information. It is also the ideal time to speak to one's mind freely. The discussions have concluded. I'd like to speak with the Grand Prince and the President myself. You got guts, I'll give you that. I wouldn't mind exchanging a few words with him either. I'd like to talk with Ellie if there's time. Crown Princess Claudia too. Seriously, well I guess this is your best shot at getting close to her. By the way, Ash, don't you and Joshua go way back? Look, it ain't confirmed, and I don't really remember him. Might want to clear two things up with him though. This is what it's all about, isn't it? It's gonna be dinner after the main talks. can talk about more personal stuff then. The principal invited us here. There's no point acting like wallflowers. Let's make the most of it. I should go around and talk to the attendees myself. Do you want to check in with those from Libero and Crossbow? I as well talk to the representatives from Calvin and Rantheria too while I'm at it. The temple party has been temporarily disbanded. We need to hit certain sub-events, which we can see all around. There is a butler. There is a maid. Okay, so who is where? I would like to see where we are. So we have Grace is here as well, but you'll know exactly what to talk to. Anyway, we're gonna speak to these guys first. You bulked up since I saw you last, Lloyd. You haven't grown much taller though, as much got wider in the shoulders. Life's been on the run. Life on the run's better than hitting the gym. I had to get my outfits retailored. I didn't even notice. You see him every day. One second. You see him every day. Isn't it obvious? Looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? You only seen him in pictures, but I'd say so too. Now, if I had his height too. Isn't Guy Bennings that you're referring to? Once high-ranking officer at the Crossbow Police Department, but died in the line of duty 5 years ago. He used to live nearby. Only know him from visions of the past I've seen here and there. He was super tall and seemed like a reliable guy. I feel like such a kid compared to him. 1 second. Okay, I'm back in. I feel like such a kid compared to him. There's no use in wishing I was more like my brother. I've got to play the cards I've been dealt with. It's me that got that in. Determined as much as can be to end this work towards the independence of Crossbow. Me too. Spoken like a true leader. It's no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Reno during our encounter 2 years ago. It's been through a lot. Actually, it might be easier than him. Sorry guys, the dog's playing again. Okay. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I might have had it easier than him. Just used to me he had a brother though. His brother sounds like an amazing person too. Said he does. Instructor Reed, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, I've got to make the most of this opportunity. Lloyd, there's a lot for us to catch up on. I'd love to get a drink or two with you if we had the time better. Sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place I know in this new lands? Got some pretty nice... Randy? Alright. That's just like Randy. Actually, it reminds me. I see your mouse busy elsewhere right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions out at play here, both within and outside Arabonia. The other members of the SS and our close allies are busy dealing with them. Like Null, Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios. That's right, Fran and Wazio was out sometimes too. Sonya and Morella have been keeping their heads down though. They can't do too much considering their position. They're members of the same Crossbow Guardian force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both very capable. Yeah, they have the same objective as we do, just different obligations. Not related to the contents of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. Can't help but get the idea that the master plan looking all these people you say in General Gwyn invited here. I'm really impressed. You ever thought about becoming detective? Doubt I can match up to you bros. Can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I gotta know for sure is that these two gotta stop showing off already. I believe you're just projecting, Instructor Randy. You could do the same if you tried, Randy. I'm not sure I like what you're saying, Keto. Then, if you could bring on one more thing. You play a lot of... I do. Obviously, let's do this. And we'll play with this. Cards.
Here's to a good, clean match.
Indeed. Okay. Get rid of you. Not really helpful, but fine. I think maybe I need to switch the knight out. The reduce is annoying. The fact that you can summon that straight away is infuriating. Okay. That's fine. Okay. We're just gonna bring this one in for now. Why did that not work? Fuck, might fuck that one up. Sure, we'll take you out. Fine. Long turn there. This dark home looks horrible. Okay, good to know. Let's move you to here. We don't have that much to go on. I'm just going to take these and take this one out. End turn. Okay. Sweet Lord. Okay. I'd rather get this thing out of the way and do that. The wall is frustrating. Okay. This is not going to end well. Ugh, okay. I think I might have to rethink my strategy. Okay, I'm gonna forfeit, and I'm gonna start again.
Look at that! I won!
Okay, love to, that's fine. I think I might go for the barge. Oh shit, I wanted to change my thing.
Here's to a good, clean match.
Okay, that's fine. We go first. That's good. Boom, carry bell. That's fine. I'm gonna seal it and then wait. That's fine. Okay, so what we can do is move you to you. We can seal you once again. Move this one to here, and then skill take you down to nice. Okay. Fine. Take that. Skill seal. Taking that for 3. Nice. They got your boy in the back. Skill seal you out. Then which one do we take? I think we go for this one. Just to attack from the back. You don't do anything for now. Take out the guys in the back. Especially with the heavy cards, we should be okay. Oof. Okay, we should be able to get a big offensive away here. Reduce. Well, I mean, we can go there for the run. We can skill seal you away. And we don't need to do anything else because we just attack before here. Nice. There we go. Nice, that's nice. I think that's everything. Done. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's give one to you. That's nice. We'll go ahead and skill seal you. We'll skill you two out. Nice. Attack you and get you out of the way. And then attack these guys. Nice. And we can attack twice. I always forget that. And we leave that there. That's annoying. Gonna heal him. That's fine. Nice. I mean, actually, it's probably better off going skill. Okay, no one's actually hurting. Let's take one out. Skill there, nice. There's ideas everywhere. Let's go one thing here, so we'll go attack Mami for you. Break that shield away. Move you across to here. Attack you for 3. Attack you for 1. And attack you for 5. Nice. The reduce is annoying. This is one I find particularly annoying. Okay, this might be a difficult one. Where he comes after all of us. Nice. Seal here. Take you for 2. I mean, I could just take him out.
Dang!
Nice.
You're good at this.
And we win. We'll take that. Okay, who do we speak to next? Grace. Well, I am lucky getting invited aboard the Pentacle to carry out exclusive interviews. So many interested people in all one place. Ellie, Tio, Elisa, and even Emma of the Hexen clan. Didn't get a chance the other day in Crossbow, so let me say this now. This has got to be fake. Adios must have guided me here to interview you. What do you say? Maybe later if it doesn't take too long. I prefer if you kept me out of the papers. If a keen journalist, Grace, should be aware of this, but you won't be allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about the freedom of press? Just kidding. You understand being invited on this top secret get-together is a great privilege. We won't be able to write about it for a while. Once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe you'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. My duty as a journalist to observe and document important events. Definitely an important role. It's a sensible approach to take. I will take everything she says with a grain of salt. You're opening the materials she collects here will win you the false surprise, aren't you? There's no harm in this. It is there. I missed my chance last year and the year before. Grace, a journalist working in Crossbow. For whatever reason, she must be impressed with the right people to be allowed here. And this is where we end up speaking to them. The man of the hour. Miss Walter, will you agree to an interview? Another liberty to talk about a lot of things. You're putting him on the spot, Grace. She's very single-minded about interviewing people. She's a nice person. You're no help at all, do you? I mean, you look like Grace walking around snuffing out info. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meetings. I'm surprised Vita didn't show up. She left the barrier and vanished somewhere. Worries me a little. Kind of suspicious. You're nervous she's plotting something. I mean, sound ungrateful since she's helped us, but Grace is known to pursue pretty questionable goals. Well, we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? Thanks, Rena. If only you could the same could be said of my mother. Chairman Arena, she's raised a wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. That's nice of you. Do I sense a scoop? Why is the Essence Chevalier so sweet to you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. Sorry. You can tell her a number of times. She'll goes back to her MO right away. There you go. Interesting. Curious. This is also a curious set of people, but they're the ones I want to speak to right away. We have the braces. Oh, this is one I want. Hey Kurt Hash, good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back. Very much. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Edgar was pretty impressive with that sword of his. Finally see where he got the aim heavy blade. Those two ain't bad either. Might have taken a couple swings if I was just one of many taking part in Operation Bust Renown. Same goes to me and Key. Maybe our timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone else equally. Joshua, Ash, do the two of you have something important to talk about? Ren, she's right, don't put it out. Everyone's going to shit right now, so no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying the Raquel has become a home to you, Ash. But I'm sure there's value in learning about the place that led you there. Hamel was just a small village. There was no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children there. Lo was the oldest of 16. My sister Karen was 15, and I was 6. There was another boy, too. He was 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much, but ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. But those peaceful days were abruptly ended. A group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villages. I watched on as Jan and Amelia were shot, and there was blood everywhere. Their son fell to the ground, blood all over his clothes. We fled, we ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our minds. The boy didn't die, though. He had merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually we made it out the village. Lal stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Karen to keep running. We We were ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua, it's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard it before and it still gets me mad every time. That's what happened 15 years ago, at least how I remembered it. The boy we left behind might have been a different perspective on the events of that day. He may have hated us for escaping without him, and I can't blame him. The bullet you fired at Emperor Eugen should have been for me. Josh, it's alright, Ren. It was a bit of a shock when I heard about what happened in Heimdall, and I realized the burden that the boy from Hamel had to live with. Even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. I can't say how happy it made me to find when I found out you had survived. Josh, thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Don't know why you bothered telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. The Hamel tragedy took place the same time I was first taken to Ymir. I'm glad Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. Oh, didn't notice you were there, instructor. Hey, Rena. Dude, eavesdrop much? Sorry about that. Same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life, too. So it's at least a little relevant to me. What said events, Vash? Thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. She got you there. Whatever, screw the old drama. Got plenty of new drama to talk about instead. Like, for example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? The hell are you talking about? Huh? Why don't you share with the rest of the class? It's not like that, Brandon. Damn it. You can't even see what's going right in front of your face, old man. You don't know what's going on. It's obvious when you only have a brain. When you calling old, you old brat, I'm only 28. That's how I feel. Why are you talking about this? It's a very Ash way to change the topic. He's doing such a crybaby. Everybody else kept him safe. Not just her. It's thanks to another of my other people. Thank you for sharing the story with us, Joshua. Boss, thank you as well, Reed, for all you've done with him. God, we're getting a big old dump of profile nights.
Let's check.
It's not enough, I'm sure that will change. Pretty goddamn quick. So who do I want to talk to first? Maybe we'll go for... I really wanted to get that one out of the way. But we've got some people here. We've got people with people. We've got Crow, the Nords. We've got Rasheen, Jubilee, and Celine. Interesting. And is there any upstairs? Various guards. Okay. Let's go from this one forward. Oh, there you are. Introducing yourself to all the important people. Thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? We're merely standing around. We've been in this issue before. I've seen all there is to it. The talks will soon be over, so I might as well wait here. Is something bothering her? She's not hiding it very well, is she? About the man from Liberal, Cassius. She's acting funny around her. He's the master of the 8 Leaves, one blade style. He's to go by the nickname Divine Blade. What are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from conversation when they're right in front of you. Sorry about that. How are you, Racine? Everything okay? More or less. She's a report of some Ouroboros activity in the High Seat when I was there. Nothing happened yet, though. Some sort of incident with the holy city of Vatria, right? Emma mentioned something about that. Ada might know more about it than I do. As any luck would have it, she's not here. Yeah, maybe she'll turn up. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy. She's keeping her distance. Relax out in her annoying presence, setting my teeth on edge. Enjoy it while you can. Should I ask the staff to fetch a warm saucer of milk? Good idea. Thanks, Rasheen. I'm surprised we never got like a combat regime for Jubilee. This direct acquaintance, but I've heard she's Master Fire's granddaughter. She's been since his childhood. Indeed. That's a reference to Annalise. Annalise, who we've not seen in a while. Hey, maid. What type of cuisine would you like? Okay. The Bardas. It's an honor to speak with you again. We haven't had a chance to talk leisurely since we were in Elsmith's garden. It's been so long. Kind of having an identity crisis last time we met. Somehow we've always been too busy to really talk. True. Damn, all generals here are really strong. We managed to hold off McBurn all on your own in Langlot Canyon. It's pretty darn awesome. My father fought McBurn as well. He seems right at the time. The damage his body suffered manifested later. You notice anything similar? No, I seem to be perfectly fine. That's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set of inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting Viscount. Worried about what? It's good to know he's okay. Happy to have one friendly duel with him one day. Sure that time will come another time. These two obviously is from the same-ish area. Well, is that you, Swatter? You look awfully serious. Situation's pretty grave. It's funny I have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. Oh, my allies, I think. Lending me their strength. That's good. Guys, you seem to have gotten used to your new powers. Blackhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about it. I think you'll be another. It's kind of you to say. Hope it's not I'm patronizing, but I've been concerned about you. See that I needn't have worried. You're doing well for yourself, and you will go far if you keep it up. You know how to build my confidence up, and I appreciate it. The both signed the Blackhorn. They've got a good relationship. I should speak to Cassius soon. Interesting. Okay. Here's the Crossbellion. There you are, Ian. Steadily working your way through the crowd. Are you here to talk to Kayla too? If that's okay. Special Second Lieutenant Kayla. You may speak to me at any time you want, without reservation, Ashen Chevalier. I'm grateful for your help the other day. Get the feeling you guessed who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems to have interrupted your conversation. What was it about? You're touching up on the recent internal affairs in Calvert. Not sure what you might have heard about the situation there. The Ring Party lost the opposition in the recent elections. Once President Rocksmith's term ends, he'll be forced to step down. The entire government has been swapped out. It's a drastic change. The country is already in crisis, but there's been acts of terrorism carried out by an anti-immigration faction. You see, immigration is a very divisive issue in the Republic. With the passing of each day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussion. Thanks. I handle the Calvert situation for now. Despite a young age, she's remarkably sharp. Does she appear again? Do these two know each other? It's good to see you again, Kayla. How's Killiker doing? As well as ever, she's one iron lady. You make you sound as though a long time has passed since you realized in Calvert. Of course. Killiker, she's the person I think she is. Picked up on her name, huh? Patricia of Tato, the one who taught me. I thought so. Kayla, have you also been trained in the Tato style? Though I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship. Pursuing this house requires serious dedication and investment at one's time. I admire you for having reached out intermediate level and yet leaves one blade style to me. Thanks. Interesting. We obviously know Killiker from our days in Sky. These probably seem like an interesting one, but this might be the least boring, so let's go here. So this is the Rentherian equivalent. This coffee is excellent. The biscuits are great too. The Rentherian specialities, I'm glad they're to your liking. Blue coffee and biscuits, a wonderful custom. You get used to this. So true. I wonder that you'll be pretty unapproachable since you're the Grand Prince's secretary. I was alone, you're a lot much older than us, though. You're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close friends with Princess Alphen. Been appointed occasionally. I appointed especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Rentheria. Have you heard of the Silence? I have. Let me think. Where have I heard that name before? Silent Company produces medical equipment. Oh, she's doctors. She's the fucking doctors. Produces medical equipment shipped worldwide. Rentheria is famous for being at the forefront of medical research. It's become a bartering chip in relations with other nations. The Silent family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in the government. You've done your homework. The current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Rentheria. The country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. Understand your predicament. Something we can do to help. Let's see how these talks go first. She's very good with the words, though. It's easy to see her from our perspective. She encourages others to side with her. She made the right choice. Zemuria is the connection at a time. Sounds like fun, and let's make it happen. Okay. Then one last little chat with Gisette, who we've not actually seen. Never dreamed of in the presence of the President of Calvert and the Grand Prince of Rentheria. Grand Prince Claudian, Lieutenant General Cassius are here too. This place is cramped up with bottom-up bigwigs. Me, on the other hand, am some schmuck with an airship. What am I doing here? What's the problem? You're great at mingling. Besides, you're helping out Lloyd and Rita bunch. No reason for you not to be here. Thanks for helping me and Ackett cross the border into the Empire. Things have been way harder without you. I told you it was no big deal. You saved my bacon too in Heimdall. Seems like Kapoor delivery service is always there when you're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaegers, you stay away from shady business. That counts in your favor too. It's a business. We do what we have to in order to turn a profit. She's blushing. Ooh. Stop it. You really like teasing her, huh? Don't worry, it's friendly. Neves, as well as the branch campus, used to be within the Kapoor Barracks. Members of the Kapoor delivery service used to be skybandits, but they seem like decent people. Certainly are. Hey Reed, you're quite the social butterfly. Just making sure I talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list. Makes sense since you both studied at domestic Phi after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. I don't know what to think about this Duchess Cayenne. The whole vibe is giving me some bad vibes. Muse's not a bad person, I promise. Lee mentioned she has been planning this for a while. Tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire is probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, Instructor? I did. From what I've heard, Juna saw right through her when they met back up.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point.
Indeed, okay.
There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
I got a glimpse of her true self back then. She's only 16, younger than me. I heard all of this and that about the Cayenne family. The chick before was widely believed to be a just and wise noble. But he died in an accident. His younger brother inherited the title. And he cared about was his personal interests. Which is... So that's her dad. He's the one who died. Muse's foolish even stirred up a civil war. Muse's foolish uncle stirred up a civil war. The family was about to be stripped of the title and privilege. Yet here we are with Muse as the mastermind behind the plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on this ship. I think I can empathize with her after hearing that. Me too. She's kind of like Ren. He's got the most horrific backstory out of everyone. So from what I've heard, there's no surprise she understands. There's no telling how these talks will go until they're over and done with. But regardless of major events that are set in motion, let's not forget about the individuals that will be swept up. Yuze is one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by her side. Don't you need me to tell you that, though? You really are amazing. Huh? You really just say what you think without beating around the bush, huh? That's Estelle to a king. See why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright, but you dispel any shadows of doubt in others. Thanks for the advice. It's my intention all along, but I needed a kick to get around to it. Gotta help. Good luck. Thanks. Estelle, there's something I'm being dying to know. You and Joshua are together, right? But how far exactly have you guys gone? It's out of the blue. Don't get out of it now. And you burning with curiosity, too. You wouldn't have tried to dodge the question unless... Wow. Why are you bugging me about it? Oh. I can't tell you when Reen's right there. What if he hears? Looks like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I gotta go. That's funny. It's quite funny. As we get a whole bunch of... We've not actually done character sheets in a while. But Ash... Survivors. It's complicated. Elliot, Valor Power Music, la la la. Laura, Friend and Protector. Machias, Like Father, Like Son by the book. We knew this already. Vermilion. Nice. B. You choose to fill. You draw in the fold. Recovery. We've got all of these. A whole bunch of these, which I'm definitely not full at all. Thor's Network. We've got Behind the Mask, all of these. Beryl Allen. People that we've got in here but have not. Lovers at Last. Margarita's finally got Your Boy, Allies. Okay, we're counting Schmidt as an ally, which feels like it maybe has vibes. There we go, the Slovenian agent. Where's Estelle? There we go. Okay. Where have I got to go now? Okay, straight into the middle. Sounds like the meeting is over. So I'm guessing I'm going to have a whole bunch of these to talk to.
Oh, you there, young man.
You're Reen Schwarzer, correct?
Indeed. That's right. I'm honored to make your acquaintances.
As am I. Stories of the Ashen Chevalier have certainly made their rounds across Calvin. Though I suppose not all of those stories paint you in the best light.
It's perfectly understandable. However, I single-handedly destroyed a number of our tanks and gunships without killing those within. Quite a feat, despite my curiosity. See why now I, Lady Moldine, Princess Alfin, and General Gwyn hold you in such high esteem. Thank you for the compliment. Please accept my apologies about your tanks. It was nothing personal. You also played a part in the Northern War, didn't you? Your Imperial and Northumbria have been on friendly terms for quite some time. It hurts me greatly we could not do anything to help them. Your involvement contributed to a significant reduction in casualties amongst their citizens there. You've given me too much credit. I wasn't acting alone. No need to be so humble. I heard stories about you from refugees who fled to Northumbria when incorporated into the Arabonian Empire. Modesty is a fine trait, but it starts great when people downplay their achievements. Acknowledge your importance. You're the person whose actions may very well decide the fate of the world. There's still plenty of time until dinner. I'd like to chat with you some more. I'll be in my room. Since the acting Duke Alvarez and the fellow from the inspectorate are here, why not invite them along as well? I've already informed them. I'll also be retiring to my room until dinner. Feel free to come see me. I'd like to speak with Lloyd. Don't tell them.
I was wondering when we'd finally get the chance to meet.
Interesting. Lieutenant General Bright, heard so much about you from Master Kafai. Don't think we've had the chance to introduce myself to you either, Your Highness. I am Rin Swarzer, son of Baron Teal Swarzer, and disciple of the 8th Leaves on Blade School. I currently work as instructor at Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. In a way, this feels closer to a reunion than a first meeting. Perhaps it's due to all the tales I've heard about you from Tita and Josette. And from Prince Olivert as well.
I'm sorry. I'm honored to hear that. What happened to Prince Olivert was truly heartbreaking. He had this grand vision, you see. It wasn't only within Ravonia's best interests in mind, but those of the entire continent. He was a great man. Victor and Tovo were good friends of mine as well. Their deaths have been dealt a heavy blow to Arbonia. I even say it is felt by the whole continent. But now we must carry on without them. Even if it involves committing to something that most certainly would have never approved of. If you'd like, why don't you step by so I can chat for a bit before dinner? Cassius, you wanted to talk to Estelle, didn't you? Yes. And the others as well, Ren, Tita, Agate. Please do come along with me. Could reminisce about Master Kafai together. Definitely stop by. There's a lot of schmoozing in this episode.
Oh, Rain! There you are!
The schmoozing. Hello, Princess Alpha. Are you alright?
Of course. I was a little shocked by the topics of discussion, but I suppose it's good we were able to talk about pressing issues. Princess.
I see.
I'm sorry I can reveal the intended scale when I invited you, Princess. I trust you understand this was an inevitable reality. The presence here was of the utmost importance. Yes, I'm well aware of my responsibilities. But neither father nor my brothers available. It falls to me to represent the Imperial family and remain informed of the current situation.
Would you be so kind to share some of that information with us? That's the plan. We could use more input on the matters at hand, but we'll be corroborating, of course. Graces, the special support section, and representatives of Thor's would make their voices heard, too. We'll need to know where they intend to position themselves between Operation Drogodar and Middlemarsh.
Dinner won't be served for a while. Mrs. Alphen, why don't you join me for tea? You'll be welcome to join as well, Instructor, but the topic of discussion most likely not to interest you, given how easily you're embarrassed. Never tell if you're joking, Musa, but tea sounds good. Can't be in. Maybe Claudia could join us. I've extended an invitation to her. Instructor Reed, will you be coming? Please do.
If you insist, I'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Still time to chat with the attendees before dinner. I want to speak with the President, Prince Albert. It's Lieutenant General Bright, too. And I'm going to say, if you've enjoyed this, please, like and subscribe. So we got some more here. It's the liberal ones, but this feels like... Whoop.
Chloe, how are you?
Okay.
Thanks. I'm well, thanks. I haven't seen you in 3 months. Good to see you again, Joshua, Ren, and you guys. Been a while.
Tita, I saw you at the Grand Cell before we set off for Arbonia.
Happy to see you again. Same for us, but we're headed for Calvert instead. How was the Queen? Very well. She couldn't have attended all this attention around her right now. That's why she sent me in her stead. She needs someone trustworthy to represent her. These talks are crucial. Why didn't Julia and Siege come too? Some urgent matters kept them busy. Siege hardly has the moment to spare working as a messenger.
I see.
Based off that, I suppose we'll know. I suppose I have an idea of what's going on. Yeah.
I don't know if we're just making small talk over tea and biscuits in there.
Can you share anything with us, Dad?
We haven't seen each other in half a year, and it's straight to business. Neither a hello or a hug. I suppose a father can't hope for love and affection from his daughter once she's left the nest, become independent. Don't trip me up. Don't trip me up for all that being all sugary sweet. You seem well anyway. You too, sunshine. Joshua, everything alright? All's going well. Your close bodyguard today, huh, Dad? Don't tell me that you're all here. Don't tell me that's what you're all here for. I won't believe it. Have some patience. Everything will be revealed soon enough. Ren, did you get taller? You've grown since I last saw you. I'm only taller by 5 arch. I'll catch up with Tita at this rate. Please don't. It took me so long to stop looking like a kid. Don't worry, Tita, you're still growing. You're only 16. Still just on the braces when she was your age. It's like it was only yesterday when we were traveling around the world together. Sky Manny back then. Might be older now, Estelle, but you're scabby as go lucky as ever. It's not the worst thing in the world, is it? As for you, Gisette, you've grown up, and you never lost that little urchin attitude. It's part of my personal identity, you see. Tita, I hear you've been making a name for yourself. Grandfather had nothing but praise for you. Apparently though your mom worries a lot. She's just a worrywart. I'll write her a lot to let her know I'm fine. I've already messaged her to tell her everything's okay. She mentioned something about Agate getting his comeuppance next time she sees him too. She said she was drafting a new research project involving human test subjects. What? Mom. It's like the good old times again. Reminds me. Estelle, did you see Zen when you were in Calvert? Zen. Yes. I did. It was just before I came to Arabonia. It's me to pass messages to him, to my dad and a few others. Brilliant. I got a lot to talk about. I won't interrupt their fun. I should come back later. Oh, hello, Instructor. Serene, sorry, we're just catching up. We didn't mean to exclude you. Don't be shy, boy. Come join us. Sure, if you don't mind. I wanted to stop the episode, but I walked in by accident. Everything's heavily gendered. Joshua's 2 love interests that weren't him. Estelle's looking lost. Fair, that makes sense. You seem to be enjoying themselves. It's no surprise when good friends get together. They bonded during the old shutdown phenomenon. Regrettably, Olivert is no longer with us, and Scheherazade has gone missing as well. Regardless, we must stay focused on what's ahead of us to try and remain optimistic. Wise words. By the way, I'm happy to see you, Reen. Master Kafai has been telling me about you. This young man has even more potential than you, Cassius. I'm sure that's not true. He must have been teasing you. Besides, there are so many complicating factors now. Oh, and speaking of your background, I've heard it. I'm aware of the cause of your altered appearance, too. Don't worry too much about what you can't change, Reen. By the way, I got a letter about you a month ago. A certain man on an eastward journey. You don't mean Master Kafai? I was still in prison then. So I hear. Oddly enough, it was foretold in the letter. Whenever it was a prophecy or just a wild guess, I cannot tell. When are we ever going to meet him? It's a frighteningly accurate prediction. What was the letter about exactly? That's the thing, Reen. In the light of the crucial situation, I'm afraid I cannot tell you yet. Huh? It's not the right time nor place. To give you a rough idea, the letter regards the mastery of our school of swordsmanship. This time of turbulence has become the flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even in the briefest moment. Once I have returned from the east, we shall be heavily united. I shall impart on you my final teachings. The forms of our masters passed on to me are first helix and the 7th void. They seem to be trying to touch all 7 forms, but doing soon so go beyond even void. You understand how different such a feat will be, don't you? But the way I am now, I'm not so confident I can achieve it. And you're right, this isn't a place to discuss it. Keep it in mind, we'll come back to it later. On your master's message for you once the circumstances are right. And we're here to see what today's talks lead. At the time when the great determination and sacrifice are needed is no doubt to come. I'll be ready for it. They got on like a house on fire. can even tell they've only just met. Something unique in common. Their fighting styles brings people together. Feeling a bit jealous now. Looks like we're the outsiders. Totally get that, though. Haggard, are you feeling left out too? No, why would I care? Excuse me, Bartiki. I'm from the Crossbell Times. Could you please spare some time for a really quick interview? Your Grace, serious about your job? Beth, Noel, and Dorothy gave you their list of questions for the attendees, too. Everyone's been moving around, so it's time to chat with the attendees before dinner. I'm so very confused. Oh, did I fucking miss a bunch of stuff? That's really not cool if I did. Let's hope it loaded. What does it say? And what I'm gonna do is I'll save in here. Just to save there, and we'll load for here and see where this went. I don't want to miss out on anything. Load. Okay, where did this go? Okay, this was literally the one 2 seconds ago. If this is hopefully the one where there was the optional stuff. It is the one with the optional stuff. Okay, nice. So, what I'll say is, we saw that event, but we just skip that next tomorrow. But I'll see you guys for the other optional events next time. Peace.